Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over exactly what you guys need to get started on Amazon Dropshipping 2020. So it's going to be quite a long video, so stick to the end and you'll learn a lot about what you need to do so you don't get yourself in trouble. It's going to be very, very detailed, so I'll try to be detailed. Alright, let's get into it, guys. So, what's the first and more important thing, the most important thing that you should do? Watch my videos and listen to my warnings, okay? And in a few videos I tell you guys to not do certain things. uh, you should follow that. uh, so once you watch those videos, keep watching videos and learn. Okay, so now to get into the real thing. So there's multiple steps that you need to take to do the business. So I'm gonna talk about the ones that are actually required, because I mean there's a lot of things that you can do to prep yourself, but I'm gonna talk about the important ones so you guys are best equipped to start. So the first thing is you gotta register your business. Like you can't just start selling and have no documentation of your business. So what I mean by business registration meaning you should get a reseller permit in your home state. So I'm California, I'm gonna go and apply for a California permit. Now before you even do that though, you need to get an EIN from the IRS. So irs.gov if you're in the States. Now if you're international, that's another story. I'm not professional at it, but essentially if you're international, you have to get registered in the US first, and then you work on getting the EIN once you register in the US to do business. So you can get your EIN as a sole proprietor or LLC. And so when you first start, it's good to start with an LLC, but it's not required. And it's going to cost you a few hundred extra bucks that, it's up to you. You want to do that. But LLC gives you more protection. So, it's up to you. But if you just want to get started, sole proprietor, it's okay. But eventually you want to get an LLC, obviously. Like you don't want to stay as a sole proprietor forever. Because if you have an LLC, your business is more legitimate, right? Or you can have a DBA as well. It's also doing business as. Okay. All right. So the next thing is you create email accounts specifically dedicated to the business. So you have a new email for your business. So everything that you register under that email is related to business. So that way you keep your business separate from your personal, because you don't want to mix your personal email versus your business email and you're just going to get confused. So the goal with that is to keep you organized and accountable, basically. So you want to have one main email for you as an admin, and then you can create a second email for your virtual assistants in the future. Now the third thing that you gotta do is you gotta make a bank account, a business bank account, and you can make one even as a sole proprietor, as a business for sole proprietor. So you don't need an LLC for that. So just so you know, I recommend Chase. I have Chase. So Chase business account, separate your funds. So like you can put like 2,000 in there for the business. And then once you get the bank account, you can start registering for the credit cards, the cashback credit cards, the reward points credit cards. So some of them are Capital One, the American Express. So there's plenty of cards that you can choose from. And so, if you're using Walmart, you can register for the 5% Walmart card. So you gotta have some sort of credit card so you can use those credit cards to fulfill the orders. And when you're doing this business on Amazon, it's very, very capital/credit line intensive. So you gotta have some sort of credit, otherwise you'll be spending your debit card to fulfill money, which is not the ideal because you get points using credit cards, right? And also keep in mind that you gotta make sure you have liquid, you scale with your liquid, and so that way you can always pay off your credit cards, because Amazon takes like 2 weeks to pay you. So next thing is you create the fourth step is you create the Amazon professional account. Now on Amazon you have a regular account versus the professional account, and it's 40 bucks for that. If you can't spend 40 bucks a month to start a business, but you can spend $1,000 on a new phone, then there's some problem there. So I would just start off with creating a professional account because you have a lot more perks, you have less restrictions, so just get that out of the way. And then it's the process to connect your accounts and everything in there, which I'm not gonna go through. I'm just gonna go over the general checklist for you guys, so you guys have an idea of what to do in general to get yourself ready. Like I'm not gonna, if I sit here and go through each process, like that's gonna take forever. That's for like another video. And then you want to download the phone app so you can check your business on the go. If there's an issue, you can like respond fast. Now the next thing is automation software. And so, you know, the good things about now is when you start a business, you have lots of automation, so it's not a lot of manual work like before. And I have the link in the description. You have to request access to the document so you can see all of the software that I use, and you know, you can use it. If you go through my link, you'll get a discount, and so I would recommend you going through me. So you have the inventory, stock management, order management, repricer, you know, order fulfillment automation, and sales tax software. So all of those will be in there. So it's OA Genius, Repricer Express, Spot and Paste, Texture. Now, the sixth step is setting up your suppliers for fulfillment, getting them ready. And with that, you have to get your tax exemptions done. And in order to get your tax exemption, you need to get your permit from wherever your business is first registered. And I've done a few videos on tax exemption and whatnot, so you can watch those videos to kind of understand in more detail. But essentially, you get a permit from your state, you use that permit, you apply to get exemption in most states. If you want to be exempt in all states, then you got to register for every state, because some states have streamlined, which means they'll accept your state even though it's not in their state. Some states you have to register in the state, which can be confusing, but yeah. And so before you even start listing, you want to make sure you are tax exempt, so that way you're competitive and you're not tax exempt, and you know, it's gonna be rough basically. Okay, and another thing I want to talk about is you want to make sure you have a second phone number dedicated to the business. So you can download a free app for that, or you can pay for that. You know, there's an app called Burner app that you can you know, rent like a phone number for every month for like $5, which again is not a lot. So you know, it's like a cup of Starbucks. So just don't drink a cup of Starbucks, and that way you have a separate phone number, because I don't think you want to use your personal phone number and call customers, right? That's not a good idea. All right, so the next step is you want to make sure you set up some sort of an accounting system. So you have QuickBooks or Mint or spreadsheet. I think spreadsheet would be the easiest to start, because when you use a spreadsheet and you set up a spreadsheet, you kind of understand like where everything is going, and then you can apply that spreadsheet to like a software later on. And so you want to have some sort of accounting system so you know where your money is going, how much you're spending, because if you know how much it costs to run the business, then you know you're kind of lost, right? And then the next one is cashback websites. So you register for cashback websites, and again, it's all in the link in below. So you gotta click it, request access, and I'll give you access, permission to view my secret resources, basically. So cashback website is just another way for you to make additional profit. Now the next thing that's really important that I want to talk about is getting wholesale agreements / invoices. So you know, Amazon, when you're a new seller, they do like a review system to make sure that you're a legitimate seller, make sure that you know you're compliant with their terms of service. And eBay does the same thing. Like, in fact, it's actually happening to me on eBay right now, and I'm going through the process, which I'll make another video about it. It's called eBay MC011 on eBay. On Amazon, it's called like seller review, I guess. There's no code like eBay. So, what I mean by wholesale agreements. So, wholesale agreement is where you register for a wholesaler, and usually a wholesaler will carry a catalog of products, and basically you ask them for a letter of authorization saying that you know you're authorized to sell the products that they carry. So you know, one of them would be like Petra. So you register a Petra account, ask them for a letter of authorization. Basically, when you register with Petra, it's different because you have to enter your tax ID and everything. So again, it's important that you have your tax ID ready. Petra is like a wholesaler too, so yeah. So you want to get those agreements from like Petra or it's another wholesaler if you want to find another one. And what I'll also do is I would purchase a few orders from them, just so you have some invoices to prepare. This is kind of optional, but you know, I would bet that Amazon would ask for these type of documents as you sell more. So you know, be careful and you're prepared. You're better prepared than sorry. So the next thing I want to talk about is like the overall cost for you to start this Amazon dropshipping business in 2020. Yes, you can still make money. I hope a few clients and they're doing, you know, hundreds of dollars in profit every day, and you know they're doing really well, and so there's money to be made still. But you know, so let's talk about the cost. So business registration will cost you around 100 to 500. So depending on which route you take, you can take the sole proprietor slash DBA, which is a lot cheaper than trying to make an LLC, which will cost you a few $100 and more time to get that settled with the states and the following documents. If you're doing a professional account, which you know you should, $40. And then you have software expenses. So OE Genius starting is around $175, with Price Express $65, Price Express tax charge for sales tax $19 every month starting. You know it's going to cost more. And Spot and Paste helps you fulfill orders faster. And so roughly, if you start as a sole proprietor, DPA is going to cost you $500 to start a business, which is really good. I mean, any other business, and this business has high potential. Obviously, it's not free, guys. It's not free. So yes, 500. But if you do an LLC, you'll probably round it up to $1,000. So up to you how you want to do it. It's not mandatory to do an LLC, but eventually you want to get to that point. You know, I started out without an LLC, so but a lot of people recommend you to start with an LLC. So yeah, guys. In conclusion, you gotta make sure you do all of these steps properly and get yourself organized and separate yourself from the business so you're not lost in your own business and personal stuff. And making sure everything is set up properly in terms of accounts, software, suppliers, and getting your suppliers ready to do order fulfillment. So yeah, guys, I hope this video, you know, clarifies and make it easier, like a step-by-step for you guys to get started on Amazon. It's a beast selling on Amazon, and you know, one mistake can get you suspended. Yeah, guys, make sure you press that like button. I'll be making another video on how to get started on eBay dropshipping in 2020, which is I think gonna be a lot more simpler than this. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.